New tonight, a Knoxville neighbor says city leaders aren't doing enough to protect unhoused people as winter sets in. She brought up those concerns at Tuesday's City Council meeting. 10 News reporter Avery Gingrich is in the newsroom. He spoke to leaders and he spoke to that leader, and he now shares her thoughts. Hey, Avery.
Hey, Katie. Community leader Vivian Shipe says the city needs to do more to support its unhoused population. She says the city's warming centers have performed poorly. At least 3 churches and the Salvation Army have opened their doors so far this season, but Shipe says the city needs to be more proactive.
We do not want any more dead. We understand that on the 19th, the winter solstice, we're going to honor and remember 100 homeless that have died on our streets. So we need to make bold moves.
Shipe says the center's capacity limits are too low and resources shouldn't depend on donations. She also says the centers shouldn't close at 6 in the morning and they should open when the temperatures get to 32 degrees, not 25. The executive director of the Knox County Office of Housing Stability, Aaron Reed, says the city is still figuring out the warming centers with its nonprofit and church partners. City Council also approved a pilot payment for a local architecture firm planning to renovate a Knoxville landmark. MHM Architects plans to move its office into the old sanitary laundry building on North Broadway.
Where we ended up needed to be more than just bodies in a building. It needed to be about who we were as a company. And so again, when we looked at our core values as a company, community, innovation, and sustainability were top of the list. And so this project in particular aligned with all of those. Being architect.
Honeycutt says MHM hopes to add businesses focused on the arts and a restaurant in the spaces around the new office. The pilot payment will lock in $0 property tax payments for 10 years after renovation is complete. That's because the city currently owns the unoccupied building. Katie?
Avery, thank you so much for that update.